It's week 3.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the seventh-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. Steeler touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the worst-kept secret of all, the Pittsburgh Steelers were locked in on taking a quarterback. Everyone knew it. The question was, out of all the possible names, who would they select? In the end, they took the hometown kid from Pitt, Kenny Pickett, who heads next door to lead the Steelers. Definitely some huge cleats to fill, replacing Ben Roethlisberger, who's pledged to help the youngster get his feet wet in Pittsburgh.
And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Now he'll escape to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun, here's Pickett. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run, Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's in. Touchdown. Adrian Peterson. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Down the left sideline, and they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now it's gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Succop's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a run with Peterson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Now Peterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The fullback won. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Pickett now on 1st down. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Give to the fullback. This is one. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Goff on 1st down.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Goff out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. and that one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the counter, Lindsey. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Philip Lindsey
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Adrian Peterson. Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Gaskin will try it up the middle.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now gone. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And quickly, they get to the line.
2nd down, Peterson again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They run over center with Peterson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
198 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd down, Peterson again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, gone.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Goff on first down. He finds Corey Davis.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Succop's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Pass midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was pretty much... yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a give to Peterson running right.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's got room. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lindsay.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
One more time with Lindsay.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll run for it with Peterson.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.